Superdome. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between our visitors and the New Orleans Saints. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
On the double. Recon, 132 fighter.
You're not ready. You're not ready.
Let go.
Throwing on first down is Minshew. Open man here, T.J. Jones. And right away, he lost the football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. If the ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Ready.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Here's Minshew. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Fletcher Cox, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Looking to throw it. Minshew. Khalil Mack, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Stop your running.
Jump out. Hey, take 26.
Now Rodgers, a free play. This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. So offsides the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. 2nd and 5 now. Rodgers. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Mecole Hardman with his 16th touchdown of the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The lightning rod, J.J. Watt with a sack.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. Now Minshew. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Cameron Hayward attacking off the edge that time.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Touchdown, L.A. It's a punt return score of 70 yards. And the Chargers get the quick strike touchdown.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strike ability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
Extra point put through by Boswell, and it's now 14-0. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It's certainly.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Hayward able to record his 5th sack of the season.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here. And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Powers ahead at the 45. A terrific return there, 27 yards all told. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. To throw is Rodgers. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone, and it's intercepted at the goal line. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. It had been a near-perfect beginning to this football game. Already a double-digit lead first quarter, but their first misstep.
And you know how it is, partner. Sometimes when everything's going right, you start to feel like you can do just about anything you want on the field. This one didn't work out. If I were him, I'd go to my defensive captain and say, pick me up, my man. Help me out.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready. Pilot, 64, wing. Check. Hey, Delta. Ready.
Looking to throw again on second down. Minshew. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Khalil Mack. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. The Saints on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is third down and 12. Minshew sets to throw. He's got a man. Complete. And he's taken down all the way inside the LA 10. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. A first opportunity upcoming in the red zone for the Saints. They've got it first and goal at the 6. Now back to throw. This is White on the screen. No gain on the screen there. It's second down. A line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for second and goal.
At the Chargers 5-yard line.
Hey, wahoo!
Second and 5. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Ricky Seals-Jones. His first touchdown on the year. As they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Rodgers going to try and throw on third down. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up fourth down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on foot. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Zach Brown. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Marr now to add the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. And now time is called as we've got an injured Charger down there on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
21 yards. First down, Los Angeles.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And some room to run now. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Rodgers now to throw. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Throwing again. Rodgers. He'll get this to Eckler. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. Here's Rodgers. And Brown's got it. Touchdown, Chargers. Antonio Brown. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Boswell good with the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield. And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be. Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They'll try to throw for it with Minshew. He hits White, complete. Give him 6 yards in the first down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
This quarterback now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because
at all.
Those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
Yeah, he'll find Hall. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Check.
It'll be Minshew again. It's caught. This is White. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Go. 57's the mic. Rock 57. Here we go, D. Here I come.
57.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Cooper was the intended target, and it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Here I come again.
Ready?
On 2nd and 10, it's Minshew. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Here comes the Saints punter now. He's been terrific so far. This is taken at the 15. So we have reached halftime. Intermission with the visiting Chargers on top. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the 3rd quarter. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Yeah, that should give his guys a spark. He's up all the way to the 44-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The Charger drive about to get going. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects.
And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Breanne Bonnie Calhoun. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
No gain on the screen there at 2nd down. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Give them 18 there, and the Saints have a 1st down. They'll run it here. This is James White. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
57's the mic. Watch 57. I'm here all day. I'm here all day. Chance.
Go.
Mike, 57. Go.
Get it.
Back to throw here. Trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. Sean Davis with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
As much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times. In the red zone, 1st down, take a shot at the end zone, and points result. In this case, though, give credit to the defense. They outguessed them, were prepared, and intercepted the pass.
And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
26. Hey, Haywood.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 47.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Rodgers, his throw incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. He'll find Lindsey here. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints 33. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Towards the end zone for Brown. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked by Kendall Fuller. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Hey, high 7.
57's mine. He's tired of me. He's tired of us.
57.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
57's the mine. 57's the mine. It's going to be a long...
General West. 2.
Throwing on 1st down is Minshew. It's complete. James White. It's a gain of 7, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
At the 37-yard line.
57's Mike. Mike 57.
22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber.
Check 3.
Bravo. Now.
Here's Minshew. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for it. Looking to throw it, Minshew. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the 4th quarter of play. Fielded just inside the 20. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Now it's Rodgers. This is caught. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Phillip Lindsay, his 2nd touchdown on the season. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Hey, exit. Ready.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
70,
The Saints on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
Hey, echo. Go.
Out of the gun is Minshew. And he'll find his tight end, Sears Jones. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Minshew, 1st and 10. Jones has it. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. They're giving those short little routes. Tackled him in bounds, too. They're just not wanting to get beat over the top.
Yeah, and if you can't really get downfield, take the short routes. But now you've got to have guys who can actually break tackles and increase those gains.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Minshew sets to throw. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. There he goes left side. And he will score. Touchdown, LA. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And fresh off the pick 6. They've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The safety, Adrian Amos, comes crashing in for the sack. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now a pass dropped off here for James White. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. Give him 6 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Now Minshew. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. And now time is called as we've got an injured Charger down there on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
Hey, Charlie.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Towards the end zone. And Brown's got it for a Charger touchdown. Antonio Brown. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the interception by the Chargers D leads to a touchdown. Boswell good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They're down big here late. I don't know, you just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Ready. 60 Pittsburgh. I got him. Hey, Foxtrot. 57 to Mike. 55.
Minshew throwing on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. Boy, and now they can't even get a playoff. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. Here comes the Saints punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That's taken on the 25. A big-time return there, 40 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run here with Lindsey. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down L.A. Rodgers looking to throw. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that's leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Here we go. At their own 17-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today, coaching, playing.